Hello. Gonna play gamesou for my fourth match this season. Um, He's done well. He hasn't played that many matches, but he did really well in the one or two he did play. Played two, so he's. Oh no, that was DG. Ah, never mind. Anyway, um, anyway, it's Dominion. We're gonna play it. We have page upgrade. There's no terminal draw on the board. Well, there's library. Okay. So that means page is probably still worth it. Not really a tax to worry about. Vineyard is probably pretty good here, though provinces are probably fine too. As long as you're building this nice engine, this outpost would be really great. Anyway, the stuff in the black market we'll just worry about as it comes up. But I am willing to just make a quick scan again to see if I'm not missing something incredibly important. I think I'm going to open page black market. Could also open feast. Wouldn't be out of the question. Wouldn't be too weird. I would like another page. I think, though, I'll probably, well, let's see. Hopefully draw copper here so that we can buy upgrade. But if not, yeah, none of those really seem better than an upgrade. I'm going to try and gain a lot of cards here and hope he draws this treasure hunter. Fortunately, you can upgrade those into processions or whatever. He bought a dungeon. So he bought a dungeon page over upgrade. Which makes my treasure hunter worse. Oh no. Well, I gotta play it anyway. Hopefully he draws his treasure hunter, because that would be funny. I'm not sure that I want... Well, yeah, I mean, I might as well get it. It's not gonna be bad. I guess I started this one. I can mark that. I should end my turn first so he can take his. I don't think rogue will be any good. I don't think militia will be any good either. I would actually probably just buy a workers village or a procession. Or I guess a talisman isn't totally out of the question. But I wouldn't get it over an upgrade. I certainly wouldn't get a rogue over an upgrade. There's going to be silvers in the trash, and that strikes me as quite bad. I might like a spice merchant better than an upgrade, actually, but probably not. Marauder and Shantytown I don't really care about. The only good thing about buying Shantytown would be that I could get a page with it as well. But so my upgrade missed, but whatever. At least I have some. He isn't shuffled yet. It would be nice to get a silver in the trash pretty soon here. These are all okay. I mean, I wouldn't buy any of them. He still doesn't have any trashing yet. I wouldn't buy them over that, but the black market library stuff's going to be quite good. And will actually let you well, we flipped his rogue. That's almost as good. I will buy a workers village still because I'm not. It's okay for the buys anyway. I would have loved to get to 5 and then get another and get a library here, but anyway, we're pretty close to this stage where the workers villages are kind of silly because I'm almost to champion, or I'm not that far from champion. That was really nice, actually. He trashed one of my silvers for me. He did flip the upgrade, which wasn't good, but that's okay. Here I am going to buy a library. I don't care about those things. Here, just got to play the black market. Outpost would be great. Outpost is, if you get to the point where your deck's good, Outpost is kind of pretty close to game winning. Plaza is nice. Also, Pearl Diver Page is not crazy either. Plaza at least is a village you can get some economy out of. So yeah, now there's a silver in the trash, so the rogue is pretty well neutered. Trying to think. This isn't the greatest procession board ever, though it's probably still pretty good. That's the only thing I'm really considering here beyond just the plaza. Or Pearl Diver Page, I guess. There's definitely plenty of action cards to chain along, and there's Procession Feast, of course, which is really good. Alright. I'm willing to try it. Smugglers is okay. All these are good. I don't know. They're better than a 5 on the board. I don't know if he has 5. So, you get the procession now. This is maybe just a little bit greedy. I could get my potion already. I don't know. I mean, we don't have to do that until there's a 3 pile, really, right? It's not a big deal. I really wish I had another library. Well, it's probably just better than gold anyway. So we could take a couple pages instead of the now we just need lots of libraries. we shouldn't have any trouble playing cards out of the hand. It should be super easy to do. Alright, we're in business. I'm going to do my best not to forget to play my champion this match. His deck is going to be pretty good too. He has the outpost. That's his big leg up over me, I would say. So I kind of don't want to play this upgrade blind. There'll be more black markets. Do I want that? I don't think I do right now. Sure. Okay. So let's get that. I need a feast now. I don't really want any of these things, do I? Lab's alright. But it's not that good. Shantytown's not very good, really. I mean, you can guarantee to draw with it most of the time, pretty much. The Marauder is sort of interesting as a... I mean, the junk is probably still harmful to them at this point. But I'm going to say no to these. I don't remember if there's better stuff in here still. Like a Hermit or a Duplicate seems pretty cool. Try to Duplicate. Why not? And the Jack seems pretty cool as well. So, does it seem better than a library though? Probably not. I do kind of want the feast. I can get it. I can get the feast in the middle of my turn, kind of. Yeah, I mean, sure I can. So I already know I have one treasure hunter in there, which I would like to play it actually next turn. Do I want another one? I can get it later. I don't really have the upgrades quite to use two of them, I don't think, at this point, so we'll just keep that. I mean, my deck is better. Well, that hurts a lot, actually. So anyway, I was going to say my deck was a lot better than his, but it's just a little bit better. He's got the outpost. And I have more drawn stuff. I have to probably look to get these piles out somehow really fast with procession stuff, because otherwise he's going to beat me with the... He is going to beat me with the other stuff. So what did he gain? He bought a library, so I can make use of the smugglers, possibly. It's not bad. not a bad one to have. I kind of wanted to try and process a thief or a feast. I do need that. Sure. No. Oh yeah, I forgot I need one black market. Crap. Alright, there I got it. Do we want multiple feasts? Or do we want another thing? That wouldn't be awful. I'm gonna need a lot of processions, since I really would like to be able to end it on my next turn. Should be doable. I'm gonna say no to the duplicate right now. I'm gonna say yes to the royal carriage. I need to try and get to that other, well, the warrior's fine. Yeah, that thing. Alright. Well, I can play the warrior first. Hooray! So, procession of feast. I guess I can look for a 3-pile now, though I don't think that's on the table. I could procession feast library procession game. That's interesting, actually. I wonder if that works. So if I not that I actually have enough libraries to make it work. I was kind of wondering if I could chain procession, and I'd play these feasts, I gain 3 cards, and I could do, procession feast library, and keep drawing with the libraries. And that might get me pretty close, but probably not all the way there. So, let's get a few markets. Sure, we'll duplicate a market. Why not? It would be really great to get another potion this turn, but I don't think that's in the cards. Right, he didn't gain a potion last turn. I don't know what I want to play twice. Obviously, I could gain a couple. Oh, I should have probably played the. Well, I don't know. Probably want to play black market twice. There's no buys or no pile outs, like on black markets and estates. Okay. Well, now let's... Maybe there are on those with the... I don't have the buys. But that's a pretty interesting card to pick up here. I don't want to push the piles too far because he gets 2 turns, but... Well, I don't think I want any of these. One of these could be nice just for consistency. Yeah, I do wish I had managed to get another potion somehow. So what can I smuggle? Oh, I could get another buy. Still not enough, but... If only there were a way to trigger this. Now I need to... do I want to play the talisman is a question. Because I don't want to make it too super easy for him to end it, but... I do want one of these, which they're worth a lot of points. And I do want a couple of these. So obviously I can really push the getting actions part. I can get 4 more actions, or even I can get, I guess, 6 more actions. But I'm a little worried about piles since these 2 are low and these can run if you procession other stuff. I don't think I should have much trouble emptying the piles on my turn, though I'm not positive. Obviously I could get... I wonder if I... No, not with curses. That's... No. I could get workers' villages just to have targets to procession. That's not really that important, but just for the actions that don't run a pile too low. Do I need feasts? I probably don't need feasts to empty it. He can get a feast, right, can't he? That's a little bit problematic. Oh well. We'll just see what he can do on his turn. I would like a warrior. I would like... How many silver? I still had a lot of silvers left, didn't I? Yeah, these are fine. That was one of my longer turns in Dominion. I didn't play it real fast, but I didn't play it that slow either. It didn't feel like. I maybe have played that way too defensively. Actually, I don't really know what his deck is capable of. So... His vineyards aren't really worth that much. He's buying... Oh, I forgot the ruins. I can do those with the talisman also. I wonder if he has his library in hand there. I think for him buying the survivors is just too soon, right? I mean... but... maybe not. I guess buying one doesn't actually make it any easier for me to empty them. I could very easily just whiff on library though in these 3 cards I'm drawing. I have a lot of libraries, but I have a lot of other stuff that's terminal, sort of terminal. I'm gonna play the markets first, or at least one market first. It's not out of the question for him to end it here, I think. I don't know. What do I know? Well, I'm definitely getting rid of that. That helps a lot. It's always bad when they're keeping cards, because that means they have the libraries. I would not be shocked to hear that I had a win on my turn. No. Out. There's just no way. I guess he is going for it, though. No, he's not. Okay. I assume he's just run out of stuff about now. If I get my turn, I could probably get to like 15-point vineyards if I go through the deck. Like that should be no trouble. All right. Whew. Okay. Good reveal there. All good stuff. Okay. I don't want those things. I'm gonna set it aside. Wow. We got the talisman, that's good. We want one, right? We can keep that. Do we really want an upgrade? Not particularly. Okay. Upgrades are really not that good, but What did he gain on his turn? Bunch of stuff. So we haven't quite gotten to the that's a little sad on the libraries, but I guess it means I'm going to be able to keep playing pretty easily. Could get a feast now. That's nice. I don't know what the best thing to call the royal carriage on is, but this can't be that bad of a thing to call it on. I don't know where all my processions are. That's the real question. Well, there's one. So that's better. Oh yeah, I can duplicate. Sure, we'll do that. This shouldn't matter, right? I'm going to empty the talisman. Well, I'm going to empty like 4 piles or something, but alright, so we can get one of these. Oh, that doesn't work for that. Anyway, let us try and not screw this up. Which I was making a concentrated effort to there for a second by taking those, but I was thinking that talisman helps with the runes, and of course it doesn't, because I'm an idiot. So that was the moral of the end of that game, is thankfully it did not depend on that actually working. Because it sure is not a thing. Maybe we're playing a black market cage match. So I'm first again. And there's no plus buy except for whatever can be obtained from the black market deck. And there's only trading posts to fight the there's some trashing in here. You know what? I'm gonna go for it anyway, cause who cares about cultist? What a crappy card. It's no good. Now really I'm gonna open silver black market and I'm gonna buy I'm gonna buy some cultists. That part where I pretend to not buy cultists is a lie. I think that there will be time for the black market to be good, but I don't know for sure. And then I should probably get Well, I'm going to get a lot of silvers from my trading post that I may or may not get with my first black market play. Otherwise, I'd really rather have a caravan. Boo, it didn't happen. So I just get what I deserve here. Those are kind of nice cards, actually. Like the smithy is pretty good. So he's doing the more sensible thing. I'm doing the decidedly less sensible thing. He can buy an embargo, I guess, if he wants. Which he might very well do. If I don't draw the walled village off this caravan, I'm going to be in a bad spot. Though, of course, it was my own making. I need to get the trading post really soon. And also royal carriage. He did buy the embargo. Oh, that was really lucky. Okay. So this game was quite kind to me. Menagerie is awesome. Secret Chamber is not so awesome. Masterpiece is not awesome either. Well, maybe we can get the Menagerie later. I have to buy 5 right now. Which 5 do I want to buy? I could buy a cultist. He hasn't embargoed them yet. I kind of like getting the Trasher, though. So I'm going to just buy a village here. Too bad I didn't get the whatever it's called. I kind of want the militia. I don't really care about either of those right now, but I think it's got to be a royal carriage. Ooh, he could get a lighthouse. That's pretty nice, depending on what he... I don't know that it's worth it over... He did get it. Okay. So... So far, not a lot of junk has been sent out, though that'll change in a turn, when he should be hitting me with quite a bit. He can give me 3 here. And run him up to the end of the shuffle and presumably buy another royal carriage or something. So we get that. Given that I drew that, I'm going to play the cultist first, because I would really rather play the trading post in the smithy. So I'm not sure about this thing he's done that has a lot of royal carriages. seems like he'd rather have just had straight cultists, but I don't know. So now he's gonna get the trashing, which is certainly a reasonable order to do it all in. Oh yeah, I got a room mark. I don't even have to get by from there. I do not want any of these. Well, that's not true. I want the stables, but I don't want the conspirator that I can afford. I'm not going to play that. So I do want to take, yeah, I'm not going to call that another caravan, I think. Oh yeah, I can get a peddler because of the ruined market. What a combo. Okay. Yeah, we just gotta thin, even if it's... Well, we could save this. Since it's a royal carriage play, we can just save it. I'll probably take the last two ruins here, I assume. No, okay. Or maybe he's got more things to do. He says that. Nobles is pretty good here. I'd like my chances, actually. If I get to give him the last two ruins here, I like my chances a lot. He can bargain with the peddlers, that's okay. I'm going to have enough money to buy 4s and 5s soon, so that's not bad. Not a big deal. He bought a tribute, which I would not have taken over the nobles. But whatever. I'm not really in love with his deck. So alright, so I have what are these? Oh, I have lots of ruin markets. I just am rolling in ruin markets. So the question is whether I would like to do the royal carriage on the... I only have one cultist, right? Okay. Alright, I gave him some runes. That's fine. I have like trading post and probably silver or something on top here. This was a pretty good turn. So I could either play the black market to give myself a shot at something, or I could play the ruin market because the cards out on the board are actually pretty good. I don't know what's left in the black market. There's some good stuff in there though, so the upgrade is the really good thing in there. My deck's gonna have a lot of royal carriages in it now. I don't have too many of those. You know, you want to have a nice mix of things to call it on and things to play. Of course, I have all these survivors. That's not really what I have in mind, though. A vault's not crazy due to the sheer number of survivors, though I hope to trash those out pretty soon. Well, anyway, I'm greedy, so... It really should have been a walled village, but I'm greedy. I think what's going to help me a lot... Yeah, it does not feel to me like he has enough actions. But... What do I know? Play that because those are done. And then we'll get to trash a couple of these things, so... I'm not sure how many of the rune markets to keep around. I don't really need that many, but... This time I'll be more responsible. He has so many royal carriages, which don't do him any good unless he can start with the wall villages like that. Just have to pay attention to the piles. We may get a shot at the upgrade. Ooh, duplicate's nice. I don't have a lot of draw left. So I'm not too shook up about leaving the carriages on the mat from turn to turn, just as some consistency. He blocked the attack. That's good for him. So this might give me a shot at something nice. Well, most of my coppers are gone, so these aren't really very good. The only... Yeah, I don't really need any of these. So I could take another shot at the black market because we've got like menagerie and upgrade in there. It'll also let me probably buy 3 things. Yeah. So I think I want the menagerie. Well, that doesn't really quite let me buy 3 things either. But anyway, denying him the whatever it was seems just as good. If he buys another royal carriage, I'll just be totally baffled. I don't need another money, so we're not going to call it there. We could try and draw a little more. Or just save it. Probably want to just save it. Another cultist isn't bad. We're a little low on draw still. We have 2 buys, but we can't really use them very well. Cultists aren't that easy to pair up, though. Ooh, this is really bad. The thing I have that's nice is I can empty the estates in a turn. And in fact, if depending on how my next turn goes, that might be a thing I can do. Since I can make the estates cost $1 and I can get the buys pretty easily. He's really pushing the piles there. Like really pushing the piles there. So if I can get to my smithy here and draw everything, then I should be able to end, well, be close anyway. Okay. I will have a shot at it, I think. And if not this turn, then the next one. So I will only need $13 to end it on a win, right? That seems totally doable. So we can just blow up these smithies. I'm pretty sure. And get there. The buys aren't a problem, the money's not a problem. The actions are now no longer a problem. Yeah, this is way more than enough. Right, if I can do math, 4 of the 9th turn, yeah. Okay. I don't think it's wrong to go for a cultist before trading post. I don't like how many royal carriages he had compared to the number of actions, and I don't really like quite the number of silvers he took at the start. He kind of was headed towards cultist money and then backed off. The build order was a little weird for him. Mine wasn't perfect either, and I had, well, as far as I can tell, I had pretty good luck to maybe only maybe pretty good luck to only take 7 of the runes. That was probably better than I can expect in that situation. Yeah, this is a pretty stacked board. Accepting possession makes it a little weird, maybe. It makes you want to. Normally, here you would go for the bridge mega turn, maybe over the goons. Yeah, normally you'd go for the bridge thing over the goons, because it just gives you more in-game control. But with the possession, it's not quite as easy. That being said, I think one bridge is still allowed. I hope he doesn't hit his torture right away. So I'm going to buy goons, even though I could buy Lost Arts already. Wouldn't be that wild, or coin torture wouldn't be too wild either. I can't buy Lost Arts. That's nonsense. I'm just talking nonsense. So this is nice. I guess I get a trash one and a copper. Maybe best would be if there's an estate on top here, but then I get to buy a coin, which is a-okay. Or I could scout, which is also pretty good. He's already got two coins on the mat. We have a lot of brutal attacks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, the odds of him having 2 tortures is really good, right? And I didn't want to go down to one card hand, so here I can buy coin scouting party or something, whatever. Somehow players have to figure out a way to get to 6 once and throw their Lost Arts on probably the torture. I'm getting to trash a little bit, which is of course nice. I did put a coin down, so that is also cool. Though, of course, I've also taken the... That sucks. Anyway, that's alright. That's how it goes. So, I can torture here. I got to 6 as well. So that's cool. Oh, he didn't put the Lost Arts down because he just has, what does he care? He's got 1,000,000 coins already. Makes sense. I'm fully willing to go down to 1 card here. Fully willing to go down to 2 cards or 0 cards here. That wasn't a turn. Very good turn anyway. He's got a nice deck. I mean, yeah, if he draws, tortures at the start of the shuffles, he's going to beat me. There's no doubt there. I assume he'll scout here. No, he didn't. I don't like the loan for him at this point. I think I don't even really like my loan that much, but he can just scouting party, and that should be enough to make his turns pretty good. I would expect most of the time. Would be my thought on it, but he's gonna play a fourth, fifth. Yeah, because he's gonna play another one, so I just want to. Pretty wild that his last card there was the copper. It's not actually that wild, obviously. That's the card he has the most of. But I may skip playing this this torture. I'm not really sure. He's just overkill that. Like now, like that turn, when you're sitting with 2 coins on the mat, now why don't you get by? I don't know. It's weird to me. So this is a really bunch of bad cards. But I don't really have good cards either, so so weird to me that he doesn't have buy. No. Now he's buy. See, now I'm actually scared of his deck because it's good now. Just needed the buy. I'm gonna have to take all these curses this turn. Well, I could go down to 1 torture, I suppose. That doesn't seem that promising to me. Not much of it does, though. We can just wait and see exactly how many of these he plays. The answer is all of them. No, not quite. He's even lucky enough to leave one on the bottom there. Maybe he just chose not to play because he knew it was a copper. Nope. No such luck. I could buy a I could buy possession now, right? That would be my my big threat. Buy a potion, and he can't. He can't quite win. Oh, I have to call one of these. Okay. So, so there are like, well, we'll just try it. Well, we got through a couple. Oh. He just has 2 bridges. So he's got 3 buys. So this is okay. Well, you know, okay in quotes. Do I want a copper now? Do I need the point? Maybe. Well, we can at least see if he has the other one first. He does. He can easily just go like province bridge here or something and just win the following turn. That's no it's no issue. Or get, you know, whatever, gain something. I mean, he should score some points because I can, in theory, end it on. No, I can't. I only have 3 buys. What a load of hogwash. So anyway, he can do mostly whatever he wants. The one thing he shouldn't probably do is double torture and coin. That's probably not the play. That seems a little dubious. It still could totally work out for him with my deck being what it is. He can buy, well, you can't really buy enough things to make Scouting Party not discard them all. Yeah, the goons is fine. I mean, that doesn't matter. Relic would be fine. I mean, just a million things. My first goons is probably super bad. I mean, I was second and he had, you know, he was rolling fast too. So 5-2 is quite good here, but probably my goons is pretty silly. Surely my only chance is him to have a total dead turn, right? So But you got pretty close. Maybe he'll buy a coin for me. He's got to do a scouting party now, right? No, he didn't do a scouting party. Okay. That's his choice, of course. So I still need him to like totally dud, right? Because I can't end it. Even I mean, what if I do province or duchy stay here? Do I even get a points lead? I tie. I can go ahead by a point, right? Which is not really the winning line, is it? We know he's gonna have some tortures in hand. He tossed out a bridge, so so it looks like I'm pretty sunk. If I do torture a state, I mean, even if I have a big turn, it just doesn't make me win, right? This is just like delaying the inevitable. Here he hits his draw. Alright. I think he has enough buys and goons to get the points and stuff, so. This has been a pretty slow match. The first two games were really long. Be right back. Okay, so 3 games down. They're pretty interesting ones. You know, that last one is probably not right to go into goons before torture. That's probably a big mistake. Ooh, we got a nice ambassador board. So this is a weird one. This could be quite lengthy. Well, maybe someone will just totally smash the other person with ambassador. Because I don't think a money thing works even with like hordes. I don't think that really does anything useful at all. Certainly doesn't look like it to me anyway. I am totally willing to open with a village here. Probably the minstrel, but I could believe in the fishing village as well. I'll get my second ambassador now. And we'll send back 2. Estates and buy nothing. It's a pretty good first shuffle for me. At least no complaints. As long as I get to play my ambassador before he shuffles, which is all I... Oh, I don't manage that, do I? Never mind. So, wasn't quite the greatest shuffle ever. Because I wish I had been able to play the minstrel or the ambassador before he triggered this next shuffle, but he got there by a card. Yeah, I mean, I guess I get the idea behind the mining village, but it's not a thing I really feel very strongly about. I am willing to just do the estate and take a fishing village here. Oh no. That was maybe bad. Like, what are you getting at 5 that's so much better than something you're getting at 3 or 4? The carriage is good, of course, but, you know, I can buy one myself. And then he loses his ambassador. Bit of a shame we didn't hit the minstrel. Actually, it's probably not. It's probably better that we didn't hit the minstrel. Because now we have it for the next time. Okay. Well, how do I want to do this? He gets his second ambassador now. Okay. How big is he? Do I have a chance to just totally blow him out of the water here? So he's got a 15 card deck. That's pretty big compared to my 7 card deck, 8 card deck. His is technically 16. So I probably want to hit him here pretty hard. Question is, do I want to add the curses now? Which is not out of the question. Since it does make it a little bit... The problem here, there's no draw, right? So he's not going to suddenly start being able to return all this crap that I'm giving him. As long as I'm the one who's thin, he's sort of screwed. But I probably do want to be able to buy like minstrels or mining villages or royal carriages or something, so I can get... So he's just playing one ambassador? Well, he might have another one in hand. Okay. I guess I just was I was gonna make him have too much junk. I think I started that one, so that's all the starts for me. So far, it's just been first player winning. Let's hope that makes a sudden reversal. Pretty sure I went first in the last one. Not 100% sure. Wow, this is quite a board. This is no joke here. I'm gonna open Peasant Ironworks, I guess. The 5-2 is really good again, so I hope he didn't have that. Or it's quite good. The yeah, it's a board. The only thing you don't really have is plus buy, but there's lots of other ways to extra get. Well, contraband sucks. But anyway, you can get the buy from the... Well, of course, Peasant has buy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Peasant has buy, and I was thinking, you know, the teacher could put plus buy on something, but there's already Peasant. So that's really good enough. The tactician is probably not that important. But surely the torture and the King's Court and stuff, all that stuff will be. Because there's no trashing. Apart from Island. I can fully see something with silver being better than what I said, doing Peasant Ironworks. But I'm going to try what I said anyway, so tough luck, everybody. He's doing double Peasant, which I'm not as enthralled with. He's doing triple Peasant. He's all peasants all the time. Walled village is a little off to me, but so I can get a walled village or a silver. Let's get a walled village. Alright. Suppose he'll buy a torturer. I would expect him to. Yeah, I'm not gonna get to 5 with my torture or my soldier hand, which is unfortunate. Tactician, I don't really care for that much, but okay, it's fine. Setting aside the island would probably be cool, but moving these travelers along is cool too. He's probably gonna soldier me here, yeah. Ooh, double soldier. He's gonna be able to probably buy a King's Court here. Nope, not quite there. See if he I would take the torture over the hireling, yeah. Let's get rid of that. Sure, I'll put the wall villages onto the deck. Fortunately, his tactician is down here at the bottom. That's always nice to see. Well, I didn't get to 5 with any of that stuff. I suppose he can buy another peasant. Feel like I need a silver. I can't remember if I have any walled villages in the bottom here. I think there is one, so I'll try for it with the fugitive, and if we get it, we get it. I'm not going to get to anything useful here, so he can buy King's Court, I'm sure, and get 3 disciples. Wow, that's really nice. Then he'll be discipling King's Courts and well on his way. Yeah, I needed 5 somewhere in there and didn't really pick a line that got me to it. Although it took him forever too. It wasn't like it was impossible for me to have hit 5 somewhere in there, but this can't be worth shuffling in. I doubt this peasant is worth it either, but well, at least my walled villages are going to be good. His king, I'm going to have to take a couple curses here, but that's life. I'm not going to get very many walled villages, am I? I don't know exactly what his hand was there, but in my mind, at least, I guess I have no clue what his hand was there. In my mind, you disciple the King's Court, like no matter what. It'll let you get more draw, because then you play that on your walled village. You get to see 3 cards rather than 2, and you get a King's Court. I mean, and then if your walled village draws you something nice, then you still are able to you're still totally able to someday I'll figure out what I'm trying to say here. To play or to King's Court and Disciple, right? Yeah, that's what I was trying. If you play the Disciple first, you still have a chance to King's Court a Disciple. This way you don't. So, this is my thought. Let's get another island here. Well, I could get an island or a village. The walled village is pretty good. One gives me a shot at a King's Court. The other just, gives me the rest of the walled villages. His deck, he may not have a great turn here. I'm not sure what I've discarded in my other hand. There was a peasant and some things. Oh gosh, a lot of cards. Well, there's a walled village in there anyway. there's a walled village and a peasant, and I don't know what else. Apparently 2 peasants. He's gotta have his torture now, yeah. Well, what do we want to do here? Just get a soldier? He may see, yeah, I could just get a soldier. This is not good. This is really bad, actually. Keeping the hand wasn't really doing me any good. He didn't play his teacher, which is great. Or I just should not have triggered that shuffle. That was just like, for some reason I didn't think of all those other dud cards that were in there. I probably actually wanted to buy them, but I just totally blew that. We'll see if he can do something scary here or not. That's not too bad. Okay, so if I can somehow, if I can disciple the King's Court, then I think I have a shot at ending it. On islands, walled villages, and ironworks. An ironworks chain. Like, I think that's a possibility. But if I don't get to do that, then I don't really think that it is a possibility. Certainly not with that turn. So he still doesn't have his teacher. Okay, that's good. But he does have a tactician, which is probably good enough to end it. Except that he doesn't have an ironworks. So maybe not. He will be able to play torture a lot of times, though. And I don't know that I have a lot of walled villages in here. Though probably I have a few. Okay. Yeah, if I could have discipled a King's Court, then be playing walled villages, I think I had a shot. As it is, I don't think I have much of a shot. He can just disciple so many things that I don't really see how he could fail to pile out in a big way. I don't actually know what makes it harder for him. There may have been a mint buy somewhere that I should have taken. Like, this could have been a mint, maybe. I don't know if there was another mint opportunity. It's all not looking great. I'm not going to take another peasant. I will take another one of these. Do I really want a soldier? Not particularly. Do I want a peasant? Probably. So I wish I'm just going to start taking these. Oh. I don't know how many peasant. He has one peasant, but he could get more. How many disciples are there? The disciples are gone. I think I have 2 or 3. I must just have 2 and he must have 3. But he's played 2 of them. That's actually a nice sign. I was really worried about him starting those with chaining King's Courts first thing, but that's not happening, so that makes it a lot less scary. Though I kind of still expect he has some sort of win. The really nice thing is, of course, that he doesn't have an ironworks, but that's one really nice thing. There was some real that turn I made, that shuffle was so stupid. It was really bad. So he's discipling this guy too now. So what is he saving the King's Courts for? I mean, I guess just playing lots of tortures. He can play it 6 more times. I don't need to keep the ironworks of the island at the start. Probably. I probably don't. Because, well, we're kind of getting close to this territory where he can just buy the island, and he's gonna have 5 buys, right? If he has a peasant, which I think he has a peasant. I can go look. He surely has a peasant. Okay, so he has a peasant. So he can King's Court it. He can get 5 buys. He can get all the money he wants. So I can't be in range of, like, I can't have 3 more curses here, and then I don't know if he really didn't draw these King's Courts till the very, very end here, because otherwise I think this was played badly. But I can afford to toss out Ironworks and Island. If I gain 3 more curses, I'm totally sunk. Because then he can do Province, Island, 3 curses. So I can only afford to take 2 more curses. I believe he didn't disciple one of the he didn't disciple a whatever peasant. If I take 4, he can, well, 4 is out. If I take 3, 3 gives me 10, and he'll have 6. Yeah. So I can gain 2 of these. I think he's just 1. I mean, I have to basically kill my turn here, but I don't have a torture, right? These are all his. because I have to go to 0 cards now. In which case I should have just gone to 0 cards from the very, very start. But he would have won on the next turn, there's no doubt about it. Well, there's some doubt about it, but he would have been able to mint this turn and then be just totally safe. Absolutely safe. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can just see if he sees it. Which I'm sure he will. Maybe he doesn't have enough money. I don't... Yeah. I tried to look. So I should have just from the very start mathed it out and then figured out that the only way to win is for me to go down to 0 cards and see if the game just can be delayed a little bit. Although, like I said, he would have been able to mint on that turn and have a deck that absolutely could not stall. Anyway, the things I don't like are obviously that turn I triggered a shuffle, which was really dumb. And then I was just a bit sad on my second to last turn. I didn't get, or on my last turn that I actually took, I didn't get to the King's Court. So 5-2 is fine here. I'll take a butcher and be happy with the butcher. Hopefully his magpies whiff at the start. The black market, we did have a lot of black market games. That's neat. The real thing you want is villages. There are like 2-ish, 2, kind of tactician also. 2, so like 2.5. The board's pretty good itself though. Just strong butcher board with stonemason being nice, and you know, you would just want to have a lot of labs and magpies and a market or two, and then a butcher to play every turn. I don't actually know that it's worth dipping into the black market just on the off chance that you pull one of these cards out. Though it's well, on the 3-4 black market magpie is a pretty good opening. So I think a totally reasonable opening to make, because you get to play the black market a time or two before you hit the 5, and you might pull out one of these guys. So seems totally reasonable. This is just gonna go into a magpie and just cross our fingers. The turn. Oh, there's a rats. Jeez, that would be good. I hope he didn't hit 4. I would surely take rats as well. So I could go from market here. Oh, there's coin. I didn't count coins. Yeah, there's 3.5 villages. There's probably another one I'm missing. Rats is nice. I would take coin for sure. Being able to play 2 terminals here is awesome. I don't know if it's better than trashing, but it's still awesome. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think a magpie is worth passing up either of those cards. Here, I'll take 2 magpies, I think. So, I would love to get the bazaar. I'm going to be able to buy something out of there. I'm not so in love with these. They are not so good. So he got 8 magpies, which is really nice for stuff. I would take a squire if I were him. He may not though with 6. It may not be worth it versus a 5. He can start butchering magpies. I don't actually agree with him not taking stuff from the black market in these turns. But I do think he'll probably beat me here, like with a really high odds of winning. I'm just behind a little bit in terms, well, the big thing is the magpie split, which of course I made choices to give me that. You know, I have the labs, I guess, but so that was something I did to myself. But I do think passing the coin and the rats was not good. This sucks that I haven't seen the bazaar in here. He did get much better market choices than me. And he didn't even take anything. They were all really great. I did forget stonemason entirely, so if I've had a stonemason buy that I missed on, that wouldn't surprise me at all, because I forgot it existed. I entirely forgot it existed. Let's do a lab and a market now. It is a wonder I've won any games of Dominion in my entire life. Stonemason. He did get the squire. I'm also blind. I'm just incredibly unobservant. We're pretty close to a 3 pile. If I can get... I'm surprised he's not taking a market, but... Boo. All my magpies should 100% draw every time. Let's get this guy here. He would only need 8 and 2 buys to beat me. I think. Right, if I take the lab and... Did he shuffle? He played 2, 3 magpies. He just played his squire. If he gets through the deck... Okay, because if he has 8 and 2 buys, he wins. The question is whether he can get through the deck with these 5 cards. We know that... When did he shuffle? Okay, so we know he's got 4 labs in there, I think. Four labs, a couple stonemasons. He's got he's still got like 5 magpies. Okay, 2 of the labs are not in there, but he's got 2 labs and 5 magpies in this set of cards, which is enough to see. It's enough to get through. And then he has to get to the squire specifically. On the other hand, if I don't take it, I can't really threaten a 3 pile, I don't think. Unless there's some something I'm missing. Well, anyway, I don't want to make a 3 pile too easy for him. Those magpies were... Well, he did find the squire. Though I kind of doubt he has the money. I don't know why I doubt the money here. He has 3 of it and he has 1,000,000 cards in his hand. I'm not totally out of it. I have more labs and he could make a blunder. I've made plenty. His first few matches took a long time. So he definitely has... I'm glad he bought that horde. That is great news. So he didn't actually have enough money. He didn't... he also played a lot of his draw there. Though, of course, he saw most of his deck. I would have been A-okay and in a pretty good chance to end it myself. Pretty good. Not the greatest, but pretty good. So I can hear... I could get 2 estates. Yeah, like for instance, if I had taken the lab and he got 0 points, then this turn I would... There's a lot of ifs involved in this business. So let's just chop a copper and get a get a province. I was gonna say I should have a lot of draw left in the deck. I kind of expect his turn not to be that good, but maybe it will be. If he has draw in hand, there's no reason not to trigger the shuffle, I don't think. I mean, it's just a bunch of good cards still in the deck. This is what I want to see, is these magpies being cantrips. So we know he's got Squire, Black Market, and, well, he doesn't have the Black Market yet, but we know he has Butcher because he didn't play it. I'm going to see enough here that I will have a possibility of piling. So not like the greatest ever chance. I would love for him to take another lap. Is he gonna buy a province? Okay. So if I can get, well, I need a lot. I don't know where most of my treasures are. I don't think it can really be that clever with it, but good job, Magpies. You're the best around. Okay, so I shouldn't play that lab automatically because I may not need it. What I'm saying is I may not need it to draw, but I may want it for other purposes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I get 6 labs? I didn't get 6. This is one of those places where you want to check the trash. I've trashed 1 copper, right? So these last 2 have to be copper. Okay. So do I have $13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, I think I'm $2. I think I'm $1 short. Unless one of these is a silver. One of them has to be a silver, right? Because I have 2 silvers, right? No, I don't. I only have 1 silver. Oh, golly. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is enough to get a tie. I think 12 is a tie. Unless there's something to do with the silver. But I think I need to play the Butcher. So the question is whether I think I can win or whether I should take this tie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't have any other coin tokens. 11, 12. So to pile the stonemasons costs 4. And another 4. $8. And then I can butcher one of my 5s into the lab. And then I can buy a couple of states if I play the market and have a tie. His turn is going to be, he didn't shuffle, and he played lab, magpie, lab, magpie, squire. So he doesn't have a lot of his payload. He does have more of his draw. I can also just delay. I mean, I can just try to win. I can go for the win. I can just delay it and wait a turn, because you know, I may have a reasonable shot at it anyway. I'm just short a buck, basically, which I can make the money to have for the next turn. I just probably won't draw my deck again. I mean, I'm overdrawing by one, but that's not a lot. But I kind of want to win, so I could butcher this stonemason into an estate. But making it a silver gives me better odds of drawing the deck. A little bit better, not big, but I'm not so worried about him right now, as long as his magpies are mostly cantrips. So it's just whether I want the point and the save the 2 tokens, or what am I gonna have here? I'm gonna have 12 bucks. Right, 13. But I couldn't get both. I could just take a copper and have the tokens. That doesn't sound right. I'm not sure the points are all that important. Maybe they are. Unfortunately, you can't overpay for VP. So I'm just gonna buy a province. Yeah, I'm not gonna have it turn this good again, so that's pretty much the end for that. But which means I may just want to take silvers, but I'm gonna save that. He did draw most of his deck. Hopefully he left all the payload cards here so that his next turn is a dud. He left at least the squire and the butcher. That's really great. Not that I'm going to blow up here, but it's still really great. He did leave. He has all his draw cards out, so his next turn is just limited to some small fries. Okay, so we got a shot. I wonder how many tokens he has saved up to. So he used up a coin token just to get a haggler, which I hate actually as a play, but It's hard for him to take a province here because I can butcher province. I mean, I can mill one. I don't think the haggler actually helps him at all, but at least I don't see how the haggler helps him in any way. And obviously it took a coin token from him. Anyway, his turn of course sucks, which we already knew about. So I have actually, he's not going to take a points lead, so I don't have to score points to, well, maybe he is. I don't know. He might have enough to buy a province. That's pretty much losing, though. Since I've got 2 more labs sitting up here that I'm practically guaranteed to draw. No, I am guaranteed to draw. There's another market. So yeah, I'm guaranteed to get through these 7 cards and then into the next shuffle a little bit. I should have the pile out. And if he takes a province, then I'll just empty the provinces. So the I mean, I think the game is over. Assuming I don't misclick, which is, you know, totally possible. I guess I don't know that I'll actually hit enough to empty the piles. That's sort of a concern. Though I can double province, like straight double province, not pseudo double province. So I don't actually have, oh, I guess I already have the money. In hand. Right. Just butcher this guy into a lab and then buy overpay twice wins. Yeah. Well, those were some interesting boards for sure. Anyway, was not my fastest match by a long shot. He did beat me up with the torture twice. So 4-2 I'm happy about. I just need to play DG now this season, and then possibly the championship. But anyway, thank you all for watching.